All right, guys, this video is specifically for you transition spinners. You know who you are. You get to the top of the backswing, throw the kitchen sink at the golf ball, leave your arms at the start line. You're forced to try and play catch up at the point of collision. A lot of the time it's weak, it's to the right. The harder you swing, of course, the shorter you hit it. You wake up the next morning, you got to take about 6 Advil just to get through the day. I'm going to help you guys, but before we get started, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button. There's a bell button next door. Click on that. You get a notification every time I release a new video. Thanks so much for stopping by. Gosh, I see so many golfers struggling with this. It really is a problem for the vast majority of golfers that are struggling to create speed in the golf swing. Your ability to articulate your wrist and swing your arms, I talk about it an awful lot on my channel. There's no question as we get older, it becomes so much harder to move dynamically as you see tour players moving. I've been able to, in many respects, agitate that a little bit. I just feel like it requires some agitating, guys. A little bit of a wake-up call for those of you that are trying to get into these positions and it's not working. When we swing a golf club, we have to use our arms proficiently. We have to create speed with our arms. There's no question the body, of course, plays a very, very important role. I just believe it shouldn't be the driving force in the golf swing. The idea that you go to the top of the backswing here and you kind of spin your body to create speed, I think is very problematic. We've got to move this faster. And when you're told, of course, that the faster you move the hips, the faster the club head's going to move, it can be very, very misleading. Ultimately, the hips don't move the arms, guys. The arms move the arms. So, let's get started. All right, so the bottom line is this. We need to swing our arms. We need to get our arms swinging freely from one side of our body to the other without the body driving in front of the arms. That's what most of you are doing. Your body is going to make room for your arms. This is what I need you to understand. I cannot possibly swing my lead arm over here, release the golf club and put my trail hand on the golf club without moving my body a particular way. It's interesting, you know, do the arms follow the body? Does the body follow the arms? I mean, do they call it hand-eye coordination or body-eye coordination? I believe that if we swing this golf club, the body's going to respond dynamically. I want to educate you today by really giving you a drill that's super exaggerated, okay? We're going to isolate what the arms and wrists do in the golf swing. What I mean isolate is we're going to kind of freeze the body at the top of the backswing, and then I'm going to show you here what you need to feel. All right, so I'm going to go to the top of the backswing. I'm going to box it up. I'm going to allow my arms to de-elevate just a little bit. I didn't move the grip very much, okay? I moved it straight down. Notice I'm allowing my trail arm to straighten a little bit. I'm not dumping the golf club. Okay, so we're going to go to the top again, bring this down. Now watch the grip end of the golf club. I'm going to move it in the opposite direction. Completely the opposite direction, okay? So what I've got here is the club face is basically facing my trail toe here. All right, just like this. Just like that, boom, okay? Boom, all right? Yes, you're practicing an early release. Here's the thing though, guys. If we continue to pivot the golf club, if we continue to move our body dynamically, watch what happens. This is the kind of the crazy part. So we get to feel this. For most of you, for the very first time, you'll actually feel this here, okay? So many of your elbows are being pulled apart, okay? You're essentially contracting your arms. There's no expansion past the golf ball. There's no rotation past the golf ball. So if we can isolate that feeling in a weird way, kind of behind us here, kind of get a look at it, get a feel for it, watch what happens. I'll just turn my body through the golf shot and look what I've got on the opposite side over here. I've got myself a release. Makes sense? Let's do it from this angle. Box it up, okay? I'm going to allow my arm to drop just a little bit. Here's the reversing of the grip. You can see what the golf club is doing here. Just like this. Okay, I'm keeping my arms behind me. Now if I rotate towards you, look at this. There's my release. Absolutely spot on. Okay, if I continue to rotate my body, I'm looking pretty good here. I've got my golf club now to the 5th parallel, all right, where it's parallel to the ground above my lead shoulder. So this feeling, guys, as awkward as that may be initially, your body is going to catch up to your arms. This is what I need you to understand. Where initially you might feel like you're doing this, okay? Watch what happens when I start to move dynamically, all right? I start to leave the club head a little bit more at the start line, but I've got this same feeling right through here. No different to back here, of course, but it's happening a lot later, isn't it? Can you see that? It's happening a lot later. If you can isolate that feel behind you initially, it's going to do the world of good for most of you that leave your club face open, because again, your elbows are coming towards you. We want the arms to expand. It's very difficult to expand your arms if the back of your lead hand is pointing up. All right, that's where most of you are through the golf ball. We want the back of the lead hand pointing down, okay? Supinating. Very, very important. And this drill, this feeling that you're going to have, one more time, it's so incredibly important. Allow my arms to de-elevate. Now watch the grip, change direction. When I'm changing direction here, look at the back of my lead wrist. It's getting flatter. And as I continue to change direction, crazy as that looks from this angle, I can start to get the leading edge of the golf club kind of sticking into the ground a little bit here. Just like this, okay? Back of my left hand feels like it's pointing down, all right? Arms are almost touching here, my forearms. And then go ahead and turn your body through the shot. We got ourselves a heck of a good release. I hope that makes sense. This is pretty extreme stuff. But for those of you that have always done this, left your arms at the start line, separating your elbows, this isn't as crazy as it seems, I promise, okay? When we hit golf balls, guys, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and feel that expansion over here, touch the forearms. We want those forearms kissing. I know you've heard that before, but we want to go ahead and get those forearms kind of kissing on this side of your body, all right? And then go back, and then let's go through into exactly the same position. Definitely feeling that you're turning the back of your lead hand down and keeping the back of the lead hand down as you swing through the golf ball. That keeps this shoulder rotated externally. Those of you moving into internal rotation, this is going to be transformative. There's no question. All right, so let's do a little drill here where I exaggerate that feel. No more spinning your body, chest facing you. That's the feeling I want. Absolutely striped at. Sometimes the extreme feels are the ones that are the most transformative. Remember, guys, the elbows don't move further from each other. They actually move closer as we swing through a golf ball. I definitely don't want you spinning your body back to the golf ball. I really want you feeling like your arms are swinging past your body. All right, there's no more spinning and leaving the arms at the start line. I want you to give this drill a shot, okay? Do it slowly, all right? Start this way. Look at the grip. The grip's changing direction. When we hit the golf ball, the grip's going to change direction right in here. Look, right in here. The club head's moving from one side of my body to the other in a very short space of time. We're not dragging that handle through. The elbows aren't separating. We're not moving this lead shoulder internally. Get after it. If you think this could help somebody who's always sliced a golf ball, they struggle with distance, educating the wrists and the arms, please go ahead and share. If you have any comments, I always get back to everyone, and thank you so much for entrusting your games in me. I really, really appreciate the subscriptions. We'll catch you next time.